Hi YouTube, I'm Bault.
And I'm Aaron, more likely known as Relucid on games.
And Pokemon Buddies, game pushbacks, more digital games about cards. This is what we're going to talk about tonight on Bault Discusses Games. Everyone knows Pokemon Go. The game has been sweeping the world for about 3 months now. Even though not with the intensity of the opening weeks, the amount of consistent users is still pretty high. Niantic has announced updates over the next few months, and in this list trading, PvP features being most of them. One feature they happen to leave out until this point is one that's releasing slowly over the world right now.
IGN reports the one main feature added in this update is the Pokemon Buddy system. Being exactly like it sounds, it allows one of your Pokemon to virtually follow you around in the game, giving it its own icon at the bottom, standing next to your profile. But what's it for?
Well, more candies. And I guess that's a good thing, being an addition for the more hard-to-get Pokemon. Dratini's, Gyarados being one of the huge amounts of candies needed for an evolution in the game. The downfall seems to be that you can't leave your buddy at gyms. I guess that means that you're going to keep your major team members to yourself. And no tracking system or much of anything else left in this update. But overall, it's turning out to be a nice one. One that people are actually accepting better than most updates put out by this app at the point.
On a different note, news today hasn't been the happiest with the pushback of The Last Guardian on PS4. This following the announcement of Detroit Becoming Human being pushed back to December earlier this week. Now, game delays aren't new, with some of the most famous delays happening in many of the generations before this one. This habit seems to be more common action taken by developers now, with many in the last year or two having started to do it.
Hello Games, IO Interactive, and now Sony Interactive being added to the list of delayed developers. Brian Cassent broke the story today on Polygon, saying that it's in order to get rid of bugs during the final development days. Being pushed back from October 25th to December 6th kills me a little on the inside. Being a game with so many pushbacks, this seems to have hit players to the point where they're not really anticipating and becoming numb to the news of a pushback altogether.
Sui Yoshida, president of Worldwide Studios, posted in a blog, "The Last Guardian development team is fast approaching major milestones in production and has made tough decision to delay the release of The Last Guardian a few weeks." Going on to state that this was done to release the most polished game they possibly can. If that's the case, we will just have to wait and see.
First we had Hearthstone, then we had Elder Scrolls Legends. Now we have Titanfall Frontline, the new strategy card game being developed mobilely for Android and iOS devices. Sumit Shakir spilled the beans on it yesterday in Polygon as well.
Well, Titanfall Frontline places you in the shoes of a commander, much like Sarah from the original installment of the IP. You are responsible for putting together a team of titans and pilots, essentially becoming your deck. Now, where there are a lot of similarities that comes with other card games, mainly the cards aspect, but where this game seems to stand out from its counterparts of Hearthstone and ESL is the fact that the game plays in real time.
Yeah, a real-time card game could actually shake up this corner of the market. Respawn Entertainment announced last year it was teaming up with the Korean developer Nexon for a free-to-play online game. Yes, real-time card games could really shake up this corner of the market. Respawn Entertainment announced last year it would be teaming up with the Korean developer Nexon to make the free-to-play online game, effectively bringing the IP to mobile devices.
Overall, a pretty loaded weekend and Monday as far as games go. I feel like we didn't even scratch the surface, and I'll be sitting here waiting on Battlefield 1 to come out.
That's it. Battlefield 1. Fuck all this. Alright, I'd like to thank my guest, Aaron, for helping. Lucid, whatever you want to go by. If you like what you saw here, just hit the like button. It helps the channel out a whole lot. And if you're looking for more commentary or news, just hit the subscribe button. You can also follow and like on Twitter and Facebook. Multiple uploads a week coming and a lot more content on the way.